Chapter 4. The Commons, Property Rights, and the Generic. What does the Internet Oracle say? From the Great Norwegian Encyclopedia **, generic is something that belongs to a species. Something specific to a species, or something defined by type rather than individually, is the concept used more broadly today, for example in reference to goods, services, art, music, brands, and shared commons. It seems so. Spotify has highlighted this term in connection with music that isn't directly original, but a synthesis of everything that exists today. Everything that belongs to the commons up until now. If you step out onto your balcony, or outside your front door with a microphone and record the sound of the wind or the rain, is that generic? This idea of the commons is worth examining. The air is for everyone, said Rolf Wesenlund. Yes, air, wind, and rain belong to everyone. But let's imagine that fresh air becomes a scarce resource and someone gets the business idea of selling air in bottles or cans. How would they claim ownership? Let's say it becomes hugely popular to sell air in cartons. Who originally owns the air? The same goes for water, the sea. We see no borders underwater. Some have already made big money selling water. Ramlösa, Imsdal, and Rings, Faris. What about noise? Quite a few people enjoy different forms of noise. Water sounds, wind sounds, engine hums. Traffic noise, human crowds, yoga music, monotonous synths. All of this sells well on Spotify, YouTube, etc. What's happening now is that people create a brand and insert property rights into it. Whether it's vacuum cleaner sounds, cow moos, animal noises, original or unoriginal works, it's sold freely online. Some people succeed massively with rain sounds and make a lot of money on something that was once a common good. Others post pictures of toilet bowls or strange sounds from their basement and find a market. Here, property rights come into play. Others film clouds, lightning, and thunderstorms and sell it online. That can become a huge source of income. More commonly, people photograph their own butts and post them online. For the most beautiful women, it's usually a success. For the leader of the Conservative Party, not so much. Sexist remark. Nor for the leader of the Nidaros Cathedral's Social Democratic Congregation, FRP's Bård Hoksrud, or AP's Einar Gerhardsen. If possible. But for the hottest women, it's $1 million business. Note. This is where property rights kick in. But many people sell others' butts. What then? For some, posting garbage on TikTok is a huge success. But for most, it brings absolutely nothing. Who owns the rights to what we consider free? Norway gave away its crown jewels, its hydropower, to ACER. Our national common good, hydropower, went to the stock exchange, and someone took it. The market, where profiteers sit and milk the millions. The Norwegian people and Norwegian nature pay the price. Much now falls under the concept of intellectual property, and the boundaries of what constitutes such property seem to be constantly shifting. Fortunately, Tono still protects creators through its statutes. But online, it's a lawless frontier. Those who earn the most are the middlemen, the intermediaries between creator and consumer. As is generally the case in business. Producer, middleman, consumer. Copyright is considered almost sacred in art and culture. But who decides whether the origin is original, genuine, and deserving of copyright? These boundaries are fluid, and sometimes a kind of border patrol pops up, usually corrupt. They are typically chosen by the group of creators who appointed their own criteria police or jury for their circle. And it's expected that this police serves the interests of that group. They have seized the power to define, because they belong to the High Council and in their own eyes stand above all others. An example of generic music might be a synth sound that is digitally processed, perhaps with the sound of running water mixed in. Is that original? Does it fall under copyright and intellectual property laws? Who decides whether such material is protected by copyright? What criteria underlie this judgment? Are these criteria constantly changing? Or are they clear, defined, and timeless? Have the old bastions of copyright protection collapsed? Is a TONO approval stamp enough or worthless? TONO's review committee has vanished, and works are now evaluated based on playtime. Is it the case that anyone can publish their work, as long as they create their own brand, label, or mark, and claim it as their own property? I create music that is a blend of Finn Mortensen, Johan Halvorsen, Pierre Boulez, Franz Schubert, Erik Satie, Alexander Scriabin.